So, Joe, when it's still red, I'll wait.
No, you can,
No,
you can
okay.
continue now. This is screen the audience that we
Yeah.
can see. So
But
as long as
they're
they show.
hearing me, if the bar is red, like that, okay?
Normally there's a few seconds.
Okay.
It's okay. As long as we don't change the screen. Once we change the screen, maybe pause a little bit. Few
Okay.
seconds, that's okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Susanna and I'm the coordinator of the English program, and I want to talk to you about English, and it's very, very important that you listen carefully. We accepted your application because of your TOEFL test, but your TOEFL test was a long time ago, and if you have not studied English since your test, it can be possible that your skills have got worse since then. So it is very important to improve your English before you come to Adelaide. That way you have a better chance to pass the course and to enter UNISA.
Oh, sorry, you have to click the screen first.
This screen here?
Yeah, just one click. Yeah.
So to help you improve your English, we have designed a course for you to study while you are still in Brazil. This course is called a Moodle, and some of you have already enrolled in this course and have started looking at this course. I can see your names and I can see what you're doing. The course is 15 weeks of activities, and this will help you. We have some activities for speaking, listening, reading, grammar, vocabulary. There is a lot of information about Australia and about Adelaide. So you're learning English, but you're also learning about Adelaide, which is going to be very useful for you. Each activity is designed to improve your skills in that area. Each week we have 5 activities, and it is important that you do them step by step. The best way to practice is 1 hour per day, every day. That is the best way to improve your English. Please make sure that you practice 1 hour every day. Okay, now I want to talk a little bit about your course. The course is called EAP 20, and for some people it will go for 20 weeks, for some people it will go for 12 weeks. You will be studying academic English, and this will help you to get ready for university. You study speaking, listening, reading, writing, study skills, which means research, group work, and there will be a lot of homework. At the end of this course, you must get a result which is a credit to go to UNISA. We will also take you over to UNISA so you can have a look at the campus and get information about your future course. And for now, that's all I want to say. No, it's not too late. I don't think I can do it.
Pleasure and always with you, Mr. Ross.
Let's go back to the beginning.
See, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to Tafe.
And a special good morning for Almeida and Danny, who are listening to us from São Paulo.
All right, do we need introduction? No. Okay. So what we are going to do is just to give you a little introduction of what you can expect when you arrive in Adelaide. Okay. TAFE is basically for technical and further education. We have about 85,000 students in total Australia, but of course it includes everybody who is studying in TAFE. And in our institution, there are about 70 different nationalities coming into Spain. There you go. There it is. And there it is. I was right. How comes it going? Okay. Why choose Adelaide? What's the most livable city in the world? That means people like it. It's nice things to do, nice places to visit, and in actual fact, it costs 90% more if you lived in Melbourne or Sydney, and 7% more if you live in Brisbane and Perth. So in Adelaide, it's just the right place to be. So you're very lucky. Our campus, that's the front of the campus where you'll be studying. It's right in the middle of the city, and you can just walk anywhere you want, and you get to a restaurant, a cafe, a library, the art gallery, the museum. It's very, very central. And you can see on the top there, all the fruits. That's a central market. It's a very, very large market. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it is the largest undercover, under one roof, fresh and wet food market in the southern hemisphere. I could be wrong, but I think I've read that somewhere. And you can see the cafes, probably a little bit quieter than what you see in the Rio, in Sao Paulo, but you know, it's not as big as you see this, of course, but it's a nice place to be. The next picture you see down below is a picture of our art gallery and museum, and then there's a picture of the people walking on our mall, a walking mall, street mall, and again, this is about maybe maximum 10 minutes walk from your campus. So, when you arrive at the airport, all right, so let's have a look at those photos. On the top left, we welcome you to Adelaide. So you go to your customs and your baggage, and then on the right, you walk out to the pedestrian plaza, where you will look for your transport. If you take a cab, taxi, it'll probably cost you between $18 and $22 to get into the city central. So if you arrive with a group of friends, then it is cheaper because you can share the cost. And all the taxis have got meter, so they will charge you by the meter. Another option is to take the public bus. There you can see the two kinds of buses that will take you from the airport into the city. And below the bus picture are two cards. The orange color card, the Metro card visitor pass, that is most probably the best option for you to buy, because that will give you 3 days of unlimited travel all over Adelaide. So if you arrive on the weekend, for example, you have the whole weekend, you can use this, and it'll be better for you because after you become a student in Tafe, you then get the yellow Metro card. You cannot buy that straight away because you will need your Tafe card before you can buy that one. So your best option is to get the orange Metro card. It's about $25 Australian dollars, and you can buy it from the shop on the last slide, which is at the airport just outside when you walk out. W.H. Smith. They sell lots of things in there, and one of those is your orange visitor pass. Accommodation. This is very important we're very concerned because when you arrive somewhere, obviously you need a place to stay. So we would like you to confirm that you have accommodation before you arrive. There are two choices: a long term, which is what we prefer, so that you can stay there longer and it doesn't interrupt your daily routine, or short term. So long term, the first option is homestay. You pay about $250. This includes your meals and your power and your water per week. If you choose this option, the homestay people will come and meet you at the airport and take you to your place. Then there's share house in student rooms, for example, or you can share a house with your friends or with other people. Obviously, if you share a house with your friends, the danger there is that you start talking Portuguese to everybody and you will not improve your English. So I would recommend you to, if you are going to go for student rooms, share a house with other students so you all practice English together. The cost is between $125 and $150 for the room. That includes your water, the gas, there is furniture, there is individual internet access. It's 44 gig per month, and for that is the price you pay for the week. If you live further away from the campus, maybe if you live more than 10 kilometers from the campus, which will take you about 20 minutes, half an hour bus, it's cheaper. So the closer you are to the campus, the more expensive it becomes. And then there is, and I will show you a video of student rooms at the end of the presentation. So don't go away. Then there is short-term accommodation, which is about $25 a night to $35 a night. But this is basically like a backpacker, like a youth hostel, where you have a bed in the dormitory, about 6, 7, 8 people, and you can't study very well, you can't put your things away safely. So it's only good if you arrive and stay for maybe up to 1 week. And that will give you time to look for accommodation. Okay? So really, we'd like you to find accommodation before you get here. And if you need any help, just email us or talk to Danny and Amelia, and then they will probably link you to us in some way. Money matters. Very important, because we want you to arrive with at least some money in your pocket, some Australian money. We recommend about $300 in cash so that you can pay for your transport, a coffee, a sandwich, whatever. You can use your credit card or debit cards almost everywhere in Australia, in Adelaide, and you can also use your card in the automatic teller machine, ATM. But you will need to check with your bank if you can do that. And sometimes if you use your bank card, if you use it in Australia or somewhere else out of Brazil, they may charge you some money for that. So check that before you leave. Obviously, when you come here, you will most probably open up an Australian bank account. So I've given you just a rough idea of what you can expect to pay for coffee or tea. $3.50 to $4.50. Simple sandwiches, rolls, wraps, and sushi from $2.50 to $9. And if you go to the food court, where there is like a big hall, I'm sure you have this in Brazil as well, and there's lots of different food outlets there, fast food, Chinese food, Korean food, whatever, and it's going to cost you up to about $10. And when you shop in Australia, they will charge you a GST, which is extra, about 10%. But we don't worry about that for now. When you get here, if you're really worried, come and talk to me and I'll explain to you. Support, also very important. When you arrive, we will support you in many, many ways. One of them is if you have problems or issues with your study, then we can support you. We can get you to work with a learner support, that's another teacher. And if you need a counseling, like if you're feeling homesick or you don't feel too good, you feel down, you're not very enthusiastic, then maybe you need to talk to someone and you can come and talk to us as well. We cannot solve your problem, but we can help you do something about it to make it feel better and make your study and stay in Adelaide more enjoyable. We can connect you socially to clubs, maybe to Brazilian clubs, maybe to soccer clubs, sports club. You can ask that. And obviously, we can Facebook connect you. Now, if you're not on Facebook, and I don't know very many people who are not on Facebook, then go to the, and I've sent you a letter already, and in that letter there is the link to our Facebook. Become our friend, and friend of Study Adelaide, and friend of UNISA, and you will get somewhere. Somebody will talk to you. We've done that. In English. Okay. A bit more about accommodation. That's how important it is for us. I've put a second slide in there. If you find one before you arrive, you can settle in quicker. You have less stress. You don't waste your time and money looking for when you get here. So you can use that spare time to just relax, get to the city and settle in. Still rooms, there's a link there, and I will go to that link later, so play you a video of what people say about that. And I said before, your most popular long-term choices are homestay, share house, and living in a flat or apartments. So what do we offer? For you to come here, we have highly qualified lecturers. We have small classes so we can talk to you and teach you better. We mix the students so that they are all international students, so you can always speak English to each other. If you're having problems with your study, we can support you. If you have problems with personal things, we can support you as well. And if you're not happy with where you are staying, we can help you as well. And we pick you up, we counsel, we do other things like show you around the place and help you get along with other people, with each other, and so on. We'll take you for walks down to UNISA to show where you go later on. All right, this is important. Now, we will send this to you again to remind you how important these dates are. So, you are here before 31 August. That is orientation, where you will meet me for the first time. And you'll say, oh my God. And then there's 4 weeks of English program from September to the 25th. It's a 1-week break after that, holiday. And then after that, until Christmas, 11 more weeks of study. And then comes a big break, Christmas break, which is what we all want. Okay? So you can have your Christmas, have a party, visit places, go to the beach, learn how to surf. You all know how to surf. And then after that, most importantly, you are back on campus on the 4th of January because it's your last 5 weeks. For some of you who go, because some of you will continue to the next one. So that's important dates for the ones who arrive in August. So the people who arrive in November, that's on the right-hand side. All right. Let's see if this works. Technology normally doesn't work if you want it to work. Can you see that?
No. Click into it.
Oh. So click it.
Are you sharing?
Ah, I did
It's
that.
paused?
Yeah.
So you're sharing this
That thingy.
this way. You can enlarge the screen. It's coming, so it's okay.
What do you do?
Wait until this screen show up, then you can just continue.
Click it.
You can click that if you want to play, but I can't guarantee the result.
Do you want to go into it?
You want to play this video?
Yes, I am.
We'll see that.
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm from Barcelona, Spain.
Hi, I'm Ronaldo from Bolivia. Hi, I'm Ruben from Saudi Arabia. Hi, I'm Noah from India.
Hi, I'm Charlie. I'm from England. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from Colorado. Hi, I'm Anne from the Netherlands. Hi, I'm Marissa from Budapest, Australia. And we're at the Student Rooms House, Westernburg in Ireland. Student Rooms guys living here in Australia and Adelaide love you too, and just makes you feel good together and feel really safe and comfortable in your own house.
The internet connection at Student Rooms is really good. It's we all have our own login with a set amount of data, so every month I know exactly how much I have left to use for my study.
Living this editing pool it's a really good experience. I've been able to find work and really way to find myself. And being able to learn about all the different cultures, being like an Australian now, it's a little.
So just encourage them.
Okay, now I don't think you're getting. This is not going to be not going on too well. We will get you. I will send you the link later, and you can watch it properly from your own computer. So this is just the way the situation is. So I will stop this now, and we will get Kate to talk about UNISA. So I'll send this link later. How do you just this chat?
Just click here.
Yeah. And the slide.
Yeah, last one, this one. Click here.
Yeah. From current slide. Then we go next.
Oh, perfect. Swap seats with you.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name's Kate Toon and I'm here from the University of South Australia. So I'd like to thank Tafe for having me here today to have a chance to speak to you during their webinar with you today. So first of all, I'll just give you a quick reminder of the general information about the University of South Australia. So hopefully you're all quite excited to come to Adelaide and study at Tafe and then move on to the University of South Australia. So we're quite a large university. We have over 35,000 students and 1/3 of those students are international students. And like Tafe, our international students come from a wide range of different backgrounds and countries across the world. We have a large amount of staff members, so a lot of support through academic and professional staff, a large alumni base. We have a long teaching history, but we're actually quite a modern university. So we were officially established as a university in 1991, but when we were created, it was through the joining together of several older teaching and learning institutes. So in some areas, we have a teaching history of over 100 years. But we are a young institution, so we're very modern, very progressive, innovative and dynamic. So a really fun place to study. We of Adelaide. So just a few more facts to get you excited. One of the leading universities in the world, specifically for engineering and technology. So we rank in the top 100 universities in the world for this area, and that's according to the Times Higher Education rankings. So we've got some fantastic courses for you to study in these areas, as well of course as in health and architecture and design. Okay, so I'm sure you're all quite interested about the process for selecting your courses. So up until now, you will have an offer for the University of South Australia, which is obviously conditional on completing your TAFE English studies successfully, which I'm sure you'll all do very well. But you haven't yet selected your courses at the University of South Australia yet. So I'll give you a little bit more information about the process for that and your program at the University of South Australia. So, as a Brazilian Science Without Borders student, you will be enrolled in what we call our Study Abroad program. This is a program that allows students to study with us for 1 or 2 semesters and take a variety of courses. So you will all be here for a full year, so 2 semesters. Now UNISA has 7 different study periods, just to make things a little bit more confusing for you. But the only 2 that you really need to worry about are our 2 main study periods. So study period 2, or SP2, and study period 5. So you can see the dates for those semesters there. So study period 2 is basically like semester 1, and study period 5 is our semester 2. So you'll notice that orientation date of the 22nd of February 2016. You must be in Adelaide ready to start at UNISA on this date. So if you're planning any travel between your end date at TAFE and before you start with us at UNISA, please make sure that you are back on the 22nd of February because we have an orientation at the university that you must attend. There will be some important information for you at that orientation session. Okay, so while you're studying our Study Abroad program, you will be enrolled in 18 units per study period or semester. So at UNISA, that is normally equivalent to 4 courses that are worth 4.5 units each. So you'll normally be studying 4 courses per semester. Sometimes there may be some courses that are worth 9 units, so these might be slightly more heavy study load in those courses. And if you're studying a 9-unit course, then obviously you will just take 2 other 4.5 units course. So you need 18 units per study period. So how to select your courses? So very soon, in the next few weeks, we will work with our meter to send you a set of course lists. These course lists will have over 400 courses that have been recommended for you from our program directors and course coordinators. So the course list will be divided into study areas, so you'll easily be able to see courses that are available related to architecture or to health or to engineering, environmental science, IT, and so on. Now we're going to send you all this information, so you don't need to write all this down. So we will send very clear instructions when we send you the course lists as well. So you are free to pick any courses from those lists equivalent to 18 units per study period. Okay? We actually suggest that when you're choosing courses, you pick more than 18 units. So more than 4 courses, probably around 6 courses per study period. You won't study all 6, but if we approve you if we can get you approved for all 6 courses, that will allow you some flexibility when you arrive. So you will only enroll in 4, but for example, if one of your chosen courses happens to be full when you go to enroll, if you have extras approved, then you can have some backup options. Okay, so we recommend that you choose around 6 per study period. So how we will facilitate that is we will send you a web link to an electronic form where you can fill out the courses that you wish to take. And we'll send you that link, obviously, when we send you the course list and the information. Once we receive your chosen courses from you, we will work through an approval process. So some of them we will be able to automatically approve you for. So courses that have no prerequisites, or perhaps courses that are first-year courses, we can automatically approve you for those. Some higher level courses, we will actually need to speak to the course coordinator of that course and show them your transcript from your Brazilian university so that they can make sure that you meet any prerequisites and you're at the appropriate level to enroll in that course. So the course lists will actually list the prerequisites, so courses that you need to have studied to be eligible for that course. They will also list any additional information that might help you tell if that course will be suitable for you. So some courses might recommend that you're at least in your 3rd year of an architecture degree, for example. So it's good to read those notes carefully to help you choose the right courses that will be most suitable for you. The course list will also have links, so there'll be electronic links, and you can click on those. That will take you to the UNISA website where you can read a lot more detailed information about the particular courses. So that will help you to choose which courses you think would be most suitable for you. Okay? Once we go through that approval process, we will then send you notification of the courses that you have been approved for. Hopefully it will be all the courses that you want. However, we can't guarantee that. So if for some reason you have not been approved for your original courses, we may come back to you and ask you to select some alternative or different courses. Okay? But hopefully you will all be able to be approved for your first choice courses. Then all you need to do is hang on to that course approval list, so the list of courses that you have been approved for. And then when you are coming towards the end of your TAFE English program, we will come and talk to you again about how to do the enrolment process. So first of all, at this stage, we will just be getting your courses approved, and you won't actually enroll in those until the end of your TAFE program, and we will come and provide assistance for you in the enrolment. Now, one other important thing is that when you're looking at the course lists, you may notice that some courses have limited places available. Okay? Most of them have unlimited, but some do have a quota or limited places available. We will allocate those places from a UNISA perspective. We do not take responsibility for approving the courses with your home university. So it's up to you to talk to your home university and make sure they are happy with the courses that you've selected at University of South Australia. And I'm sure you know that your sponsor does not like it when students take courses that are not related to your degree. So please make sure if you're studying engineering that you're not selecting digital photography courses, okay? because you might get in trouble with CMPQ for that. If you have a valid reason to take those courses, then just make sure you get it approved by your home university, and then there shouldn't be any problems. Okay, just quickly a few tips about choosing courses, and all this information will be sent to you as well. But remember that I mentioned we have 4 different campuses at the university. So you can select courses from any schools and any divisions, but we recommend that you try and select courses that are on the same campus, or at most across 2 different campuses. That will just make your life a lot easier when it comes to travelling between classes. So the campuses are listed on the course lists, so please make sure you look at that column. The other column that is important to look at on the course lists is the study period. So please make sure that you choose 6 courses, up to 6 courses for study period 2 and for study period 5. So not all courses are available in both study periods, so please check that. Then please make sure that you are choosing courses that are appropriate for your level of study and that you think that you will meet any prerequisites. So on the course list it gives you information on that. So if you're a 2nd year student in Brazil, please don't choose 4th or 5th year subjects at UNISA because you probably won't be approved for those. Okay? And just again to mention that we will approve you for a list of courses. Once those are approved, we cannot guarantee you will be able to change courses. So please make sure that you spend some time to carefully choose your courses. Make sure you're happy with the ones that you've selected, because there's no guarantee that once you get here you will be allowed to select different courses. Okay? Yeah, and as I said, it's your responsibility to ensure your courses are related to your degree and approved by your home university. And also, as I already mentioned, you won't be able to enrol in your courses until you finish your study at Tafe SA. So we will contact you about that at a later date. So that's the information that I wanted to give you about course selection. So we will be sending that information out soon. And if you have any questions about that, you can speak to Danny or Almeida at Australian Centre, or this study.abroad@unisa.edu.au. That comes to my office, and myself or my colleague Kelly will be able to help you, provide you information about courses or answer any questions that you have. But hopefully it will be an exciting time for you to actually think about what you'll be studying at UNISA. And as these guys have mentioned, please make sure that you are practicing your English as well, because we want you to all pass your English here at Tafe and come over and have a great experience at University of South Australia. So that's all I had to say. Anything else?
Hi, it's me again. Just going back to the slides that we had, I did say that, have a look. Quickly go through.
I think which the last one was.
Just go to the other one too. Is the last one?
Yeah, just what you could do is just refresh. Go back one.
Go back one.
Oh, again. That one. Just refresh and say.
Okay.
This is how you get from there.
No, don't forget, this is very important. When you arrive, you get from the airport to the city your own way. Okay? The only time that you get picked up from the airport is if you go with homestay. If you are not with homestay, then you have to get to the city from the airport yourself. The other point I want to repeat again is the accommodation. In the letter that we sent you, there are links to accommodation One of them is for the Tafe accommodation called Regency House. Have a look at all of those, and then you can select which one you want. It's very important for you to select the right kind of accommodation in terms of how much money you can spend and how far you are from the campus and so on. So please make sure you see all the links and look at the Regency House link as well. Okay? Thank you. Here comes Renata.
So I would like to conclude our first information session. Thank you so much for listening and watching us today. If you have any questions or doubts, please send it to Almeida by email. He will select the frequent ones, and we will be happy to reply to you as soon as possible. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.